Welcome back, guys, to Football Dynasties. I'm your host, Dell. Welcome to the Waiver Wire edition of our podcast. We're going to try to bring these to you every Tuesday just to kind of help you out throughout the year. Week 1 is in the books, and let's dive into the Waiver Wire. All right, at number 1, dump all your fab. Just go get Isaiah Likely. 9 catches, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. If Mark Andrews goes down, this guy is going to get all that. He's going to get all that yardage. He's going to get all those touchdowns. Between Zay Flowers and Derrick Henry, I think Isaiah Likely will actually be the second option for the Baltimore Ravens, especially in the passing game. Derrick Henry's not a big contributor into the passing game, so Isaiah Likely will definitely benefit from that. A lot of things that went out after the game were that, Mark Andrews was doubled a lot. And yeah, he was. So they kind of eliminated him and said, hey, beat us with whoever else you have. And well, Isaiah Likely beat them. So dump all your fab, pick this guy up. Definitely worth it. Mark Andrews doesn't always finish the season. I can't remember the last time he played in 100% of the games. So you're going to want to get this guy. Right now, he's available in about 31% of the leagues. So more than likely, he's going to be available in yours. The next guy I wanted to bring up is J.K. Dobbins. So J.K. Dobbins and the Gus Bus, they're going to definitely split carries. But J.K. Dobbins has that explosive play in him. All right, he had a 40-yarder, he had a 60-yarder, which kind of inflated his numbers a little bit. 10 carries, 135 for a touchdown. But I believe him and Gus are going to be splitting carries all year. Definitely going to be the hot hand type of deal. But I can see him and Gus getting 10 to 15 fantasy points each. Something along the lines of like 8-10 carries, 50, 60 yards each. So not exactly what you want in a starting running back, but definitely someone that you'd want to have in your bench just in case you needed another running back to plug in. The next guy I want you guys to pick up would be Rashid Shaheed. Toward the end of last year, Rashid Shaheed started showing up. The Saints need another option. Chris Olave can't do it all by himself, and it seems like this is going to be the guy. Derek Carr seems to look for this guy. I know he didn't have a lot of receptions, 3 catches, 73 yards on a touchdown, but he's definitely that explosive guy for the Saints. Olave is going to be more the inside guy, and I think Rashid is going to be definitely the outside guy. He was playing a little bit of running back as well, so see him to be involved a lot more going forward. The next guy I want to talk about would be Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, 4 catches, 40 yards on a touchdown. Not big explosive numbers, but I think as the season goes on, defenses will kind of cover CD a lot more, so that'll open up more chances for Brandon Cooks. There was a few plays where Brandon Cooks was wide open and Dak didn't hit him, but the Cowboys this week didn't really need all those numbers, especially in the passing game, because they were dominating that line of scrimmage. The next guy I want to talk about, and this is a rookie, Tampa Bay's Jalen McMillan. Now, he didn't have a big game numbers-wise. 1 catch, 32 yards, 1 touchdown. But what he did show was that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to play a lot of 3 wide out sets. This guy was in 83% of the snaps. So him and Godwin were kind of getting moved around, one in the slot, one on the outside throughout the game. So that's good for him. He is a rookie, so that first game jitters, all the nerves and all that. But I see him being involved a lot more. So he's definitely one guy that I'd like to pick up in week 1, because once he has that big game in a week or 2, he's not going to be available. So Jalen McMillan, that's kind of one of the guys, rookie. And the last one I want you guys to go pick up is the Bears defense. Now, I know we all kind of move our defenses pretty much week to week, but you're probably going to want to keep the Bears defense for a while. Keep your eye on the schedule. Obviously, that's how we kind of do it. But I think that the Bears defense, I mean, they single-handedly won that game against Tennessee. So 25 fantasy points, that's a lot. I see them maybe averaging between 10 and 16. So that's really solid when it comes to defenses. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on with the Bears, is that defense is going to get you a lot of points. Their schedule coming up, they're going to be playing, I believe, who they have in week 2. I think it's the Texans on Sunday night, actually. That'll be a good test to see how good that Bears defense will be. But then they have games against the Colts, Panthers, the Commanders, Patriots, in the upcoming 4 to 6 weeks. So look for them to have a lot of points and all that. And one last thing, just before we sign off here, all our waiver wires are going to be based on a standard redraft league. So I base it off of a 1 quarterback league, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 2 flexes, a kicker, and a defense, and 5 benches. So that's where I get most of my numbers, percentages. When you hear me say them, that's where I'm getting them from, based off a standard redraft league. So they may vary from league to league, mostly sleeper. We're going to try to plug in the ESPN numbers starting next week. Thanks for listening, guys. This is your Waiver Wire edition, week 1. Our main podcast will be coming out on Wednesdays. Your Waiver Wires will be coming at you Tuesdays. And we're hoping to have more for you.